today's practice, we're going to do a stretchy full body flow. It's going to be short like all of these are, so hope you enjoy. We're going to start off in child's pose. So bring your toes together, your knees wide. Bring your hips back towards your heels. If your hips don't make it, if you have a blanket, you can jam a blanket underneath there to help support you. And come down into child's pose, forehead towards the floor. Reach those fingers out, get a big stretch through the shoulders. On your next inhale, lift halfway up. Walk both hands over towards the right. Really reach out, try to take that left hand on top of the right, settle back in. Halfway lift, come back up through center. Walk both hands over towards the left. Try to put the right hand on top of the left. Settle back in. Lift back halfway up. Bring your hands back in front of you. Come back out onto all fours. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, arch the back, look up. Cow pose. Exhale, round through the spine, tucking your chin in, cat pose. Do this on your own. As you inhale, you're going to arch the back, look up. And as you exhale, round through the spine, tucking the chin in. We got 3 more of those. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. 2 more, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Good. From here, come to neutral. On inhale, you're going to reach your right arm into the air. Exhale, you're going to thread that arm under, coming down on the shoulder. We're going to move this. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, thread it under. One more time. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, thread it under. Settle in here on the right shoulder, right side of the face. Left hand can stay in front of the face. You can reach the left hand out forward if you'd like to. You can reach it in the air or wrap it behind you. Just find the position that feels best for you. Bring that left hand back in front of your face if it's not there already. Press into your palm, reach that right arm up, bring that right arm into the air, and then bring it down, changing to the other side. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, thread it under. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, thread it under. One more time, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, thread it under. Settle in here on the left shoulder, left side of the face. Right hand either stays in front of the face. You can walk it out forward, you can reach it in the air, or you can wrap it around, whichever is most comfortable for you. Bring that right hand back in front of your face if it's not there already. Press into the right back. Reach the left arm into the air. And then come back out onto all fours. From here, you're going to straighten your right leg out, curl the toes under, press the heel back. Just stay here for a moment before you lift that leg up. And then you're going to reach that right leg into the air. Reach that left arm out. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then open the left arm out to the left, the right leg out to the right for awkward airplane. Good. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Bring everything back through center. Plant the left hand down, cross the right leg over to the left side, and then look over your left shoulder. That's fine. Bring your gaze back forward. Drop that right knee behind the left, and then walk your hands out, coming into like an awkward child's pose. Walk those hands back in, coming back onto all fours, uncrossing that leg, and let's get the other side, left leg. Straighten the left leg out, curl the toes under, press the heel back. And then lift that leg up, reach the opposite arm out, inhale here. Hold, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then coming to that awkward airplane, turn those left toes out to the left, reach the left arm to the left, right arm to the right, holding it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring everything back to center. Plant the hand down, cross the leg over to the right, look over the right shoulder at the foot. Bring your gaze back forward. Cross that left knee behind the right. Walk your hands forward and press back into that awkward child's pose. Walk your hands back in. Uncross that knee, coming back onto all fours. And then, let me turn sideways and make it easier. We're going to bring the right hand and the right knee in alignment. Turn those right toes out to the right. Bring the left foot in line with the knee and the wrist. Reach that left arm in the air, turn the palm forward, reach that arm up over the head. Get around your rib cage up, let the top arm drop down. Staying here for just a couple of breaths. And if this is really comfortable for you, you really like it, you can stay here. Otherwise, start to straighten your body out a little bit. Reach that hand up to the ceiling. You can stay here or lift that top leg up. You can stay here just working on balance. Or bend that knee, reach your hand behind you. Reach for the foot, hug that heel in towards the seat. Maybe even open bring your gaze up to the ceiling. Good. 3, 2, 1, let that go. And then bring your gaze to the floor, come back down onto all fours. And so since you saw how that worked, I don't have to turn to the side on this other one. You're gonna line up your left wrist, left knee, turn those toes out to the left. Bring that right heel all in a line with everything else. Reach your right arm in the air, turn the palm forward, reach the arm over your head, round through the rib cage. Breathe. And again, if you really love it here, stay here or take some of the round out of your rib cage. Reach that arm up into the air. Stay here or lift that top leg up off the floor, pressing through the heel. Stay here or bend the knee, reach your hand back, grab hold of the foot, hug your heel in towards your seat. This requires a little bit of balance. Good, we're here for 3, 2, and 1. Let that go, reach everything back up. Bring your gaze down, bring your hands back down, coming back onto all fours. Walk your hands in towards your knees. Come standing up onto your knees. One more side stretch. Reach your left leg out to the side. Bring your left hand to your left thigh. Reach your right arm into there. Inhale here. Exhale, tilt over to the left. Feeling a nice stretch through here. Maybe all the way up through the whole side body. Inhale, come back upright. Bring that knee down. Bring the opposite leg out. So your right leg is out. Bring your right hand to your right thigh. Reach your left arm into there. Inhale here. And exhale, tilt over to the right. Bring your gaze up slightly towards the ceiling if you'd like to, underneath that left arm. And then inhale, come back upright. Bring that knee down, come back onto all fours. From here, you're going to spread your fingers nice and wide. Curl your toes under, press it back, coming into down dog. Look like an upside down V. Slide your feet back if you need to. And then just take a few moments here, alternate, bending one knee and then the other. Then press both heels down towards the floor. Bend your right knee. Turn your left heel in, left toes out, press it back. Look underneath that left arm. And then come back onto all fours. You're going to bend the left knee, turn the right heel in, right toes out, press it back, look underneath the right arm. And then straighten both legs, turn all toes forward, press the heels back. Inhale, come up on your toes, exhale, put a little bit of a bend in your knee, just walk those feet forward to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, coming up to a flat back. Exhale, fold into your legs, and inhale, rise, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Cross the wrists, interlace the fingers. Inhale here, exhale, you're gonna bring the hips over to the left, bring the torso to the right. Inhale, bring it back up through center. Exhale, we're going the other way, so the hips are coming to the right, the torso is coming to the left. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, release the hands, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, coming up to a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands down, step your right leg back into a lunge, lower the knee to the ground. Walk your hands up to the top of the front knee, press the knee away. Stay here or sweep your arms overhead. Stay here or bring your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, reach the arms back down towards that back heel. Lift the chest up. 3, 2, 1. If the hands are interlaced, release them. Bring your right hand to the floor, curl your right toes under, press the leg straight. Turn your torso towards that left leg, reach that left arm into the air. On your next exhale, bring your gaze to the floor. Bring both hands to the floor on the inside of the front foot. Walk your hands out on the diagonal to the right, pressing the floor away. And then bring your hands back forward. Bring them either side of that front foot. Press the front leg straight. If you have trouble reaching the floor, you can use some blocks or soup can, something underneath your hands. Press back. Think about rolling your inner thighs both in towards one another. Keep that big toe mound down on the front leg. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up to a flat back. Shift the weight more into the front leg. Walk your hands out in front of you. If you're using blocks, you can just bring the blocks towards it. Shift the weight into the front leg. Press off that back leg. Reach that back leg into the air. Roll your inner thigh to the ceiling. Then reach that leg up. Anywhere from here to up, straight overhead. Whatever works for you is good. You take this leg that's in the air. You're going to drop it down. You're going to cross it behind the ankle that's on the floor. Inhale, come up to a flat back, and exhale, fold over those legs. And then uncross that ankle. Inhale, come up to a flat back. Exhale, fold over those legs. And inhale, rise, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Other side, inhale, hands up. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down. Set that left leg back into a lunge, lower the knee to the ground. Walk your hands up to the top of your front knee, press the knee away. You're going to stay here, or maybe you'd like to reach your arms up overhead. You're going to stay here, or you're going to bring your hands behind you. You're going to interlace your fingers, but this time do it the awkward way. So the opposite thumb is on top. Reach those arms back. Puff the chest up. Maybe bring your gaze up. And then come straight back up and down, release the interlace of the fingers. Bring the left hand to the floor, curl the left toes under, press the leg straight. Turn your torso to the right, reach the right arm up. Bring your gaze back down to the floor. Bring both hands to the inside of the front foot. Walk your hands out on diagonal to the left, press the floor away. And then bring your hands back either side of that front foot. Press the front leg straight. You can step that back foot in if you find it helpful. If it's easier for you to put your hands on blocks, again, feel free to do that. Think about rolling both inner thighs in. Make sure the big toe mound on that front foot stays forward. Come up to a flat back and then fold over that front leg. And then bring your gaze forward. Start bending that front leg. Walk your hands out forward of the front foot. Again, you can use the blocks if it's helpful. Kick off that back leg, bring that back leg into the air. Roll the inner thigh to the ceiling, reach the leg up. You can get the leg a lot higher if you turn the toes out, but it feels better, at least on my sacrum, if I have my toes down. Good, we're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to take the leg that's in the air. You're going to cross the ankle behind the one on the floor. Inhale, come up to a flat back. Exhale, fold over those legs. And then uncross those ankles. Inhale, come up to a flat back. Exhale, fold over those legs. And inhale, rise, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, you're going to turn your heels in, turn your toes out, bring your feet wide, maybe as wide as your mat. And then you're going to squat down, coming into Malasana. So your Malasana, you may get to here, and that might be enough. And you may find that it's easier if you rest your hands on your thighs, and that's fine. Or maybe your Malasana is lower, maybe your heels are off the floor, or maybe your Malasana, you can sink down, heels on the floor. If so, bring your elbows on the insides of your knees, press your palms together, pull your spine long. Good, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, you're gonna have a seat. All right. From here, we're gonna come into what's called a 90-90 sit. So for a 90-90 sit, you're gonna have your right shin parallel to the front of your mat, your thigh is parallel to the long edge of it, and then you're going to bring that left leg back in the same position. The thigh is parallel to the front, and the shin is parallel to the side. All right, from here, just bring yourself to face over that front leg to whatever degree you can. And if this is plenty, you stay upright, or maybe you can start to walk your hands forward a little bit over the front leg. Maybe you can come down nice and low, in which case you can start to walk that back leg back, turning this into a pigeon pose. Or just stay here. Go over here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to do the other side. So the easiest way to get to the other side is to just spin those legs up and bring them the other way, and then adjust as necessary. I'm going to turn around. So again, the thigh of the front leg is parallel to the long edge of the mat, the shin to the front edge, and then on the back leg, it's opposite thigh to the front edge, shin to this long edge, and then turn yourself out over the front leg, and then to whatever degree makes sense for you, walk those hands forward. Again, if this is easy for you, if your hips are built that way, and you can get down nice and low, you can take that back leg and walk it back, turning this into a pigeon pose. But if it terrorizes your knees or any other part of you, just stay here. There's nothing wrong with this. Okay, we're here for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring those hands in. Swing that leg around. Good, and then the ankles, come back out onto all fours. We're gonna do a couple of back bends from here. So lower yourself down to your belly. You do it nice and slow if you'd like to, or just plop down, whatever works for you. And here you're gonna bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Pull your elbows back, pull your chest through. Sphinx pose. Good, you should feel a stretch through the belly, through the front of the chest. And then come down. From here, we're gonna come into Shalabhasana. If you can interlace your hands behind your back, you can interlace your hands behind your back. If that doesn't work for you, just reach the arms back. Either one is fine. You're gonna inhale, reach. You're gonna lift the arms up, lift the shoulders up. If you would like to add in the legs, reach the legs up. Think about rolling those inner thighs a little towards the ceiling. Good, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Release those hands, bring the hands down. Turn your head to one side, rest. All right, gaze comes back forward. We have one more back bend. You can repeat either Sphinx or Locust, which we just did, or you're gonna bend your knees. Reach your hands back, grab hold of the tops of your feet. Inhale here, exhale, you're gonna kick the feet up. Good, the legs bring the shoulders up, the legs bring the chest up, the legs are doing all the work. 4, 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Release the feet, turn your head to the opposite side. Bring your gaze back forward, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press up onto all fours. And then curl your toes under, press back, down dog. Bring your knees down. Bring your legs off to the side, have a seat. One more pose before Shavasana. We're gonna do Gomukhasana pose. So you're gonna bring your right knee forward. You're gonna stack the left knee on top. If this doesn't work well for you, if you feel too bound up, you can always take that bottom leg and straighten it out. Now for this next one, you may need to use a t-shirt, a towel, a belt, a strap. You're gonna bring that strap into your right hand. You're gonna reach that arm up, you're gonna bend the elbow. If you don't have a strap, don't worry about it. Just bring that arm overhead and let it fall back behind you. Opposite arm, you're gonna reach it out to the side, you're gonna rotate the thumb down, you're gonna bend the elbow, reach back. If you have a strap, you can grab the other end of the strap, walk your hands together up the strap, press your head back, reach the elbows apart. If you don't have that strap, you can just hold on to your shirt. Good. If this is not too much for you, you can start to fold it forward. If it's too much on your shoulders, just stay upright. Bring your chest back upright. Inhale here, exhale, just tilt your body, leading with that top elbow slightly over to the left. Even turn your gaze, look towards the right. Bring it back upright. Slowly separate your hands on the strap if you're using it. Set your strap to the side, bring your hands in front of you. Lift your chest up, exhale, walk the hands forward. And if that bottom leg is straight, it doesn't matter, you're still gonna get a stretch. And then walk your hands in. So there are 2 ways to change sides. There's the easy way and the amusing way. So for the easy way, you're just gonna lean back, you'll change the cross of the legs. For the amusing way, you bring your hands to the floor, you lift up on your feet, so your feet are still at opposite ends, your legs are crossed. Walk your hands around in a circle, they only go one way. And then have a seat, back down, and your legs are crossed the other way. Sometimes you have to amuse yourself. All right, now we're gonna do the shoulders to the other side again. If you need to straighten this bottom leg out and do it that way, it's fine. All right, strap comes into your left hand. This time you reach that arm up, bend the elbow back. Right arm comes out, rotate the thumb down, bend the elbow, reach it back, grab the other end of the strap, walk your hands as close as they can. Again, if you don't have a strap, don't worry about it, just hold on to your shirt. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, start to tilt forward. Make sure that you're not rounding your spine as you tilt forward. You're still reaching that top shoulder out from the bottom one. If it's too much on your shoulder when you come forward, don't do it. And then inhale, bring it back upright. Exhale, you're going to tilt your torso towards the right. You can turn your gaze towards the left. And then inhale, bring it back up. Gently, slowly release the strap. Bring your hands in front of you. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk those hands forward for just a couple of breaths. And then walk your hands in. Uncross those legs. Hug your knees towards your chest. Pull your spine long here. Don't round. Pull the spine long as you're hugging your knees in. And let those knees go. Come towards the front of your mat so you can roll down onto your back. Still ending up on your mat. Bring your knees in. You can hold on to your one knee with either hand. And just roll those knees in independent circles from one another. Roll them one direction and then roll them the other direction. And then give yourself one last squeeze in with your knees. And then reach those legs out long. Reach those arms out, coming into Shavasana. Adjust yourself so that you're comfortable. And breathe. Just let everything go. No more effort required. If you have more time and you can stay here in Shavasana, stay here in Shavasana. Otherwise, start to wiggle your fingers with your toes. Maybe you reach out long, taking a big stretch, bringing your arms overhead, stretching your legs long. And then bend your knees one at a time, your knees to chest, your feet to floor. Then roll into fetal position. Right side is traditional, left side will work too. Just a couple more breaths. And then press yourself upright to a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. And then come to a comfortable seated position, face in front of your mat, eyes still closed. And I ask you to take a few moments here at the end of your physical practice to engage in the practice of gratitude, trying to think of at least 3 things you have to be grateful for today. I am grateful to you for taking time out of your day to practice yoga with me. Live your life fully, love the people around you, but most importantly yourself deeply. And above all, be happy. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be joyful and free.